Okay, we've got the goose. Let's keep this. We can go goose, protect it in the following turn, maybe. Guardian Project. Sauron, though, this is pretty... I don't know why we're getting some really horribly rough matchups today. Sauron. That is going to be annoying. Guess we can protect the goose with the Blossoming Defense, but... Arcane Signet. Let's wait and see. They might have a fatal push. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, Guardian Project. I mean, we may survive. We'll see. If we can keep drawing cards, playing lands, there may be a chance. But once they resolve Sauron, it's going to be incredibly difficult, I think. They've got 4 mana already. Tough Cookie can make foods into 4/4s. Oh, jeez. So much stuff on their side of the field here. Next turn. Okay. I guess we'll just pass. Man, I don't know about this, guys. And I miss Mike. We're not even going to be able to fight Sauron until we have a legend to sacrifice. Thinking about killing Tough Cookie. Interesting. Or maybe they've got one of the commands. Ashiok. Okay. Interesting.
Close your eyes
They're going to make a blocker?
and dream.
Yeah, okay.
Terror lurks among
Create food. How the hell are we going to deal with all this? I don't know if we can, really. Lots of foods. I guess we can fight the nightmare. Twice the power. And I'm going to sack a food here. This seems really weird to do this. But I want to be able to ramp with the Elanor. And you know what? We'll deal some extra damage to the Ashiok. Actually, maybe the sequencing was bad. We probably could have just killed the Ashiok there by dealing 8 damage to it with that card. But oh well, we get rid of the 2/3, which is going to be an annoying blocker, to be honest. Extinction event. Oh, damn. We lose those guys. Well, at least, I suppose next turn we can go for the Tyrannex Rex, attack into the Ashiok.
creeping, thieving project.
Draw a card. Yeah, we need to take care of this. So even if they block, it dies. Oh my goodness, we killed a Sauron player. I'm surprised. I think if they had played the Sauron, they would have probably won that. Hi guys, my name's Josh, and this video is in honour of my newborn daughter that was born on the 15th of May. Her name is Elanor, spelt differently to this Elanor, but I thought let's just go with it. So this is for my baby girl just born, Elanor Gardner. Now, what did she do when she enters the battlefield? Create a food token. That's pretty apt because babies do eat a lot of food. And at the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice a food this turn, you may search for a land, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So it's a pretty nice way to just accrue some ramping on top of a legend. So she's pretty cool. She's also kind of cute. Looks like a little... Looks kind of like baby proportions as well, like from a halfling perspective. And the deck itself, I've been through a few iterations here, and it's pretty tough because I tried to make it food tribal, and that was hard because a lot of the food cards just aren't that good, to be honest. But we do have a few awesome foodie cards. We've got Feasting Troll King, comes in and you create 3 foods, and then you can sacrifice foods to bring him from the graveyard to the battlefield again. We can abuse the number of food tokens we get by using doubling season and guardian parallel lives. So these will double the amount of tokens we create. So that's going to be really useful in order to keep ramping. It is unfortunate that it says something of your end step, because if it was each end step, that would mean you can ramp in your turn, your opponent's turn. But regardless of that, we still have a few other funny foods. We've got Sir Ginger, which is a pretty powerful way to kill Planeswalkers, because if the opponent has Planeswalkers, this gets Hexproof and Trample, which is really nice. Trail of Crumbs, whenever we sacrifice a food, we can pay 1 to get extra cards. Tough Cookie is a food that makes a food, so that's a 2-for-1. Mariadoc Brandy Buck says whenever one of my halflings attack, create a food token, so that's pretty cool as well. We also have Peregrine Took, which lets you sack 3 foods to draw a card, and if you create a token, you get a food in addition. What else do we have? Hinterland Chef as well works with foods, because it creates food creatures, which is kind of weird flavour. But Mono Green does struggle a little bit if you're not using the broken stuff like Puck, which we're not. I'm trying to not use that card, because I just want to see if we can hit some different plays in the queue, because the stronger cards you use, the stronger opponents you face. I've tried to limit it to just to try and get some good games in, but it is pretty tough. I mean, we are using Verdant Rejuvenation, which is just pretty OP. If you have a big creature out, this cheats out lots of creatures into play. And to round out the creatures, we've got a few Planeswalker supporters. We've got Ren and Realmbreaker, Vivian, and Nissa as well, who's going to try and keep us flowing with the pressure, because that's one thing green lacks a little bit, which is a shame. I'm not seeing anyone make an Elanor Gardner deck yet, but probably because it's very difficult to kind of make it work. So we've had to kind of pad it out, make it a mono green value deck more than a food deck, but the option is still there. So I hope you enjoy today's video in honor of my new baby girl that's been born, Elanor. So this is for you, Elanor. Hope you like it if you ever see this when you're older. Probably not, but who knows. Looks like we're facing Wonder Woman and her Lasso of Truth. Runo Stromkirk. Oh, that artwork is nice. They've kind of combined Poseidon and a vampire. That's some kind of reanimation shell, possibly. Let's see. Sadly, we can't actually go for Tribute to the World Tree next turn, because it's not a legendary spell. But we can go for Sir Ginger, maybe. Do they have Reanimate? Garuda. Ugh. Scary. I guess we just do some more ramping here. And so Ginger synergizes really well with our artifacts, our foods and our treasures, because he gets bigger and bigger. Prismatic Vista. Wow. Okay. So let me just remind myself. When he enters, put 1 creature from your graveyard into your library. Beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You reveal it. If it's a creature with mana value 6 or greater, transform him. And then he becomes Crothus. Whew. That's a lot of words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we want to do? I think we want to go for the tribute here. And probably pass a turn. We just want to be able to draw some more cards, really. Even though they're going to get Gigan. So now it tapped an attacking token as a copy of another target attacking creature. Okay. If it's Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, create 2 instead. Damn, that's terrifying. So they're going to get 2. Oh, sorry, they're going to get a copy of Stitch's Supplier. Okay. And they're just going to mill loads and loads. I guess we can block a couple of bits. Which means they mill 3 more. How scary is this? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, if they've got a reanimation package, it's going to be scary. Okay, they're just going to pass a turn. Interesting. So if we go for a legend, it cannot be countered with Delighted Halfling. Let's see if they... Okay. They understood the brief. 4, 6. And I think we're also going to crack a food here. So the Sir Ginger... Oh, hang on a sec. Sacrifice this to gain 3. Oh, so we have to sacrifice a food in order to sacrifice a food. Okay, fair enough. So we lose 2 foods. That means Sir Ginger goes up by 2 counters, I believe. And we scry. Oh, okay. Ooh, Atrax's 4. We need that to kill the Crothus. Yeah, we're just going to leave that on top. Okay. And there's still 2 mana off the Gigaton, which might just win them. Oh, no, we're going to lose the Atrax's 4, aren't we? Okay, fair enough. I guess ramping is fine as well. If they go for Gigan and they still 1 or 2 creatures, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And then it's going to be scary. So they're going to get another copy of Stitch's Supplier. Which I guess will block. Interestingly, it doesn't even say non-token. It just says, it just cares that it's a creature. Whelming Wave. Ooh. Ooh, that's horrific. But I guess we're not dead from that. Railway Brawler. This is going to be very powerful with Tribute and any other creatures. Chimil. Oh, wow. Loads of counters going on and stuff here. I really like Railway Brawler. That's a 6/7 now, guys. Whenever another creature enters, put X counters on it, or X is its power. That's crazy. 5 counters. 5 counters. They're gonna tap it in our turn. Okay, but we still get to use the passive. My friend. Oh, that's such a cool... We would have just put so many counters on all of our things there. It would have been wild. It really would. This is definitely something that probably should go in most green decks. Okay, facing the Watcher in the water, which is kind of flavorful because this is also from the Lord of the Rings. So, a Hobbit versus the Watcher. That's probably not going to go down too well if we're going by lore accuracy here. Also, how many counters do we think they will run? Well, we're going to find out in a sec. Is it just going to be counter-tribal? Okay. Cycling. Interesting. I did not expect to see that being cycled, but... So now, maybe the countering will... Oh, they're just going to counter the Lotus Cobra's ability. Okay. So if we kill it in response... Does that mean it doesn't work? Let's see what happens here. It's pretty good to fight at instant speed. Okay, fine. So it still counters the ability, but we didn't have a 2-mana play we wanted to do there anyway, so keeping the Cobra alive there is kind of nice. Although they might have wanted to trade that in combat somehow. 5 mana up. Let's see if this works out as intended. So if they counter this, we can bring it back with Virtue of Strength. So that's a nice little cheeky way of getting that back. Oh, they're going to make all the creatures cost 1 less now. Cheeky. But we can return it from the graveyard. Yeah, it's really tough. Facing mono blue permission, but how much toughness does that have? 9 toughness. It's going to be difficult to fight that. It will come in stunned for a while, though. So we'll see how that goes. If we get Virtue of Strength out, our basics tap for triple as well. It's kind of cool. But I doubt we're going to even get to resolve that. Archmage's Charm. Oof. Refilling their hand, playing more cards. And they're going to put something on top. Oh, that's kind of gross. They can do that again, and that counters... any spell. Right, okay. Got 2 mana up. Let's try and go for Elanor again. Okay, so she resolved. So now I'm going to sack it. And then on the end step, we get to ramp, which is nice because we want to just have loads of mana open against blue. Essentially, so we can double spell every single turn. You know, once we get to that point, it's going to be pretty good. 6 mana up, so they tap out next turn. I think we're just going to go for Chimmel. And we may... Oh, they got blue up to counter any spell, though. I guess we'll give them some counter bait here. I mean, the thing is, if they don't counter it, then we just get more power to the board, right? And they're going to counter it. Oh, okay. Using a different counter spell. Maybe we should have saved that forest for something else. Maybe the following turn or something. Down to 11, though. Okay. Animus Might can deal double damage to something. Oh, Nissa, but they're going to counter that, aren't they? Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power. Let's see if we get a creature with Feral Encounter here. They might choose to counter this just because they... Oh my god, they get a free 3 mana out of that. That's disgusting. I'm not a huge fan of that. And they're thinking about doing something else. Okay, down to 6. Do we just give them the Nissa? We don't have enough power to hurt the Watcher. Let's just get rid of the counter spells, I think. Because if we resolve a Chimmel, that would be nicer. It's a shame this isn't in itself uncounterable. Oh my god, disallow. It's just counters, excluding the Archmage's charm. Oh no, we're going to struggle to get through this now. Unless we let them take this, and then we fight the Wavebreak Hippocamp. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brainstorm. Oh, geez. They're going to draw from the Brainstorm. And they're going to create this. Whenever you draw a card during an opponent's turn. Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to be able to come back from this, to be honest. So many tentacles. Convoke, draw 2 cards. What the hell? What the actual hell? What? They did all that? Yeah. This is not fun, is it, guys? This is really not fun. I really want to kill that. But are they going to have a counterspell again? Or Tawara? That sucks. Come on. Jeez, that took some... They did a lot of stuff in our turn. Whenever a tentacle dies, untap 1 Kraken and put a stun counter on up to 1 target non-permanent. So the Lotus Cobra won't untap. Yeah, I think they've got us there. This is the issue with... Oh no, another Watcher. So now they draw stuff in our turn. It's just the Shin and Recounters. There's no way we could have gotten through that, was there? There's no way. And they've got 3 cards left. Okay. I think we'll just leave the Forest in hand for the Cobra. Maybe. For the next turn. Like, maybe Chimmel can get us something, but I really doubt that we're going to be able to get through these. Also, the only way that green can deal with creatures is through fighting, really, and we do not have a way to deal that much damage, sadly. If they draw here, they're going to get even more tentacles. Yeah. So they're going to get 4 more, I think. It's quite heartbreaking, really. We did pretty well at the beginning to kind of get around this, but they just countered everything they needed. Yeah, I'm going to quit here. Key to the Archives, probably going to give them the next return spell, or something that they don't deserve to have in those colours, like an off-blue card. And, yeah, there we go. Completely demolished. Oh, look, it's our favourite new baddie, Gorenzo. Okay. So a very threatening card, but we get to go first with on the roll, so we'll see how this goes. It's a pretty scary threat. I am a bit sick of seeing it. It is all over the place. It is everywhere. And of course they have the kill spell. They just had to, didn't they? They had to have the kill spell. We couldn't possibly get advantage there. Okay. Can they follow that up with anything else good? Provisioner. Now, if this survives, we can go for Silverback Elder in the following turn. Or maybe Guardian Project. I don't really know what's better to do. Maybe Guardian Project so we can assure some extra card advantage. We'll see. I mean, they kill this and we can only go for the project anyway. So, Sword. Really not too bothered about that. Treasure. Yeah, okay. Guardian Project. So the project is going to be good against a more controlling deck like this because it ensures further, advantage, just being able to draw a bit more. And the Silverback Elder is going to be really useful here because if you play a creature afterwards, we'll be able to take care of the sword. And the sword synergizes with their Grenzo, essentially, because it lets them... Actually, does it? No, it doesn't really. It lets them surveil, but... I think I want to make a food here. Giving them protection from blue and black is okay, but it's not really going to hurt us. It just lets them play stuff from their own graveyard, sorry. I forgot the wording here. Surveil 2, then they can cast an instant sorcery from their own graveyard that costs 2 or less. So they can Frostbite the Tireless Provisioner if they attack in. And Dark Ritual. So they go for Grenzo here. Or maybe they want to kill the Silverback. They actually want to kill that instead. Okay. Curious. I'm glad there's only got 4 toughness though. It means we can kill it fairly easily with the Animus Might. And the Elanor Gardner. I'm kind of confused by that play. I think it would have been better to go for the Grenzo. Holy crap, they're just going to take out all of our stuff first. Fair enough. But this is exactly why the Guardian Project is here. To ensure we can continuously draw cards. And tapped. Doesn't really matter what we have there. Sack the food. Just keep ramping. You know what? We might as well put this onto the forest as well later on. Okay, right, fingers crossed. I mean, they're going to get a Grenzo next turn, but then it does feel a bit weird why they went for the ritual previously. Especially when they had 3 mana up. They only spent... Okay, so they wanted the extra black, I suppose, because they only had 1 black, but it still feels a bit peculiar, if you ask me. Ooh, Tireless Tracker. Gives us even more card advantage. Investigate. Sacrifice of food. Let's draw. We need some more creatures. Please. Oh, safekeeping. That's going to be super good to protect our guys. And Primal might Primal might just win us the game in the following turn. Right, let's go in. Down to 12. Now, Grenzo only steals our spells. Now, the funny thing about Grenzo is that I'm not that scared of my own spells. I'm more scared of theirs. Oh, that's such a shame. So she's going to be able to take out both of our creatures now.
Great minions. Loyal.
Oh, that sucks.
A little death never hurt anyone.
Oh, damn. If only we had a third creature. Well, at least we can kill the Liliana with the Animus Might. That's going to be very good. The fact this can target walkers is just absolutely juicy here. Thank God for that.
Time to go.
Let's get rid of this to draw a card. I don't know why I keep saving the Cavernous Souls. Kind of annoying. And yeah, I want to keep up this Tamiya's safekeeping, really. So I don't really want to crack anything else. Okay, so here we go. Grenzo. What's the free spell going to be? Hopefully something rubbish. They always seem to get something good. It's going to be something crazy. Feasting Troll King. Okay. That's a real shame. I guess we can keep drawing with the Guardian Project. We just have to keep kind of getting lucky here. Doubling Season. Doubling Season. Let's draw a card. I don't like the fact that they're going to be able to equip the sword. So how much can we go? We can give it... Oh, actually, if we kill the Feasting Troll King, we can actually get it back. So we want to go to... And it fights target creature. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 7 then. And then it might force them to block. We'll see if this works here. Okay. So now we can use it in our next turn. And if we attack and get rid of the Grenzo, it means that they don't get their upkeep trigger. Remember, this is 9 damage. This will take them to 3 if they're not careful. Wow, they're actually going to go for it. Okay. And we have 3 foods. That's kind of awesome. I mean, we don't have the green mana to protect with the safekeeping, but we do get to draw a card. Cool. And any creatures are good here because the Guardian Project allows us to continually draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 1 mana off. Soul Shatter gets rid of the Feasting Troll King. Okay, fine. And Swift of Boots. Yeah, fine. Bushwhack lets us fight. We can go for Doubling Season and Elanor Gardner, which is just beautiful. Because we get 2 foods and a card. And we can also keep up the Tamiya safekeeping. That makes me happy. Unless, or do we just want to go for the drawing of another card? What do we want to do? No, I think we want to keep the foods high. Because remember, 1 more food and we can get the Troll King back and then we can have him fight their Grenzo. But only if they get another mana. Which I'm not sure if they did. Cling to Dust. No. Our poor Troll King. But that only gains them life and not a card. Oh, sad times. And a Chandra. Oh, gross.
Get out of my way.
Is she going to try and kill the Elanor Gardner here, or... Man, they got 2 really crazily good things in a row there. No, we're going to keep her alive. Minus... What was that? Minus 4. So she's on 2, so we can kill her now, which is wonderful news. And we have a Vivian as well. To make our creatures bigger. Oh, also she's just got like loads and loads of loyalty. Let's use this goddamn Cavern of Souls. Oh, we are going off, guys. Also, we're going to get extra counters. Oh, wow. Elder Gargaroth as well. Do they have any powerful board wipes? Screw it. Beautiful. Oh, and a Questing Beast as a follow-up play. Counters, and... yeah, let's power up that Goose. The Goose can now take care of Chandra herself. And Elanor Gardner. Come on, Elanor, you've got this. Boom. Let's take them to Pain Town. We're probably going to win now, unless they get a board wipe or an 8th land and grown. As if they've missed like 3 land drops. That's just berserk. They can gain 3 with the Cling, but we're just going to pulverize them into dust next turn. And this Vivian isn't even that good. It's a shame, because she's the only one with the ultimate that doesn't really work. Because we can't reveal cards from outside the game in this format, sadly. Up to 11, and they have 2 blockers. If they crack that, they go to 10. Which they might, just to give the boots to the Sedgemoor Witch. But I think they're screwed anyway, because this Vivian gives them Trample, which is just ludicrous. Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a shame. But they saw the writing on the wall, because Gargaroth already has Trample by itself, so even if they blocked that, they'd still take 3. Everything else can also be given 2+ counters and Trample with Vivian. So the synergy there is awesome. Yeah, that was a pretty cool finisher against one of the most strongest decks of this meta. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.